How can you add sublimation to your small business? Is the cost worth it? And can you make it profitable? I'm here to talk you through the process and give you the pros and cons from someone who has made the leap. Hi, welcome to Blackberry. I'm Kristen, the owner, artist, printer, shipper, and everything else behind Blackberry Stationery, a growing pet boutique. Sublimation. Let's start right there. What the heck is it? Sublimation is how a large variety of items get printed, especially in the print-on-demand space, like through Printify or Printful. Items are coated in a polyester coating that allows specifically formulated inks to become a part of the item using heat. Examples of items include ceramic mugs, stainless steel tumblers, keychains, metal wind spinners, and polyester tote bags. Before I dive into the pros and cons, I want to start with the supplies you'll need to make this happen because there's a lot of items you'll need before you can even get started. So let's break it down. Number 1, a brand new printer. Yes, you cannot use a printer that's run regular ink through it. You need a brand new printer. I use the Epson EcoTank 2800 series, but there are companies that make sublimation printers specifically, so you can also look into those. 2, sublimation inks. These have unique properties such as, once they're heated, the inks transfer and turn into deep, rich colors on your items. 3, sublimation paper. This is actually pretty affordable and gives you high quality prints and transfers. 4, heating device. This depends on what you're transferring onto. You can use a Cricut Easy Press for flat items or a larger t-shirt press. You can get the Cricut Mug Press for mugs or get a clam mug or tumbler press. You could also get a sublimation oven about the size of a toaster oven and use this for all kinds of different items, though the temperatures and times are much longer in the oven. 5, heat-resistant gloves and heat-resistant tape. The tape has to be heat-resistant. Regular tape will melt when heated. The gloves protect you when removing the items from the heat source. 6, sublimation blanks. These are items that have the poly coating that will absorb the inks once heated. They have hundreds of items from earrings to mugs to bags, tumblers, and so much more to pick from. I know that sounds like a lot, and it truly is. It was a large investment for my business. Printer, heat press, tumbler press, inks, paper, tape, and sublimation blanks were around $500 when I invested. That's why you really need to weigh the pros and cons of sublimation in your business and whether the startup cost will be easy for you to get back with the items you plan to sell. Let's start with the pros of doing sublimation yourself versus using a print-on-demand company. 1, you have control over the quality of each item, so you can make sure it's perfect before sending it to your customers. This helps guarantee the quality with your customers. 2, you can include thank you notes, discount codes, and branding with your packaging when making and shipping the items yourself. This helps build brand awareness. 3, you're in control of the production time, making sure to get things made and shipped as quickly as possible. When outsourcing production items, it may take longer for things to be made and shipped than it would normally take you. 4, you can easily make changes to a customer's order if requested prior to shipping, which is very difficult when outsourcing to another company. 5, you can make items for promotion with ease and affordably create items in bulk if needed, because you aren't paying someone else for their time to do so. 6, you get a higher return per item sold by making and shipping the items yourself versus outsourcing the production to another company. 7, you can easily ship larger orders in one package. This is huge! So many companies ship one item individually, which clearly indicates they're using drop shipping or multiple production facilities. If you want to create a strong brand, being able to send multiple items in one package can really help your brand reputation. And remember, when you're building a business, you want to create a solid brand for your customers. You want them to trust you and to know they are receiving a high quality item and that they have a good experience when ordering. Now let's cover some of the cons that I've run into when doing sublimation. 1. Space. You have to have a well-ventilated area to sublimate in. I live in a 690 square foot house with 2 kids, a husband, 2 cats, and a dog, so I don't have space inside the house. I move my sublimation equipment outside onto our porch when I need to use it. 2. Startup cost. It is a hefty fee to start making sublimated items, though you can cut down the initial cost by sticking to either flat items or round items, meaning you only need either a flat heat press or one mug or tumbler press. 3. You're responsible for the quality. This is a pro and a con, because if you have an issue printing an item, you have to scrap that blank and use another to make a high quality item. But this is the cost of doing business for pretty much everyone. 4. Shipping materials. If you're shipping out mugs and tumblers, you'll need to invest in cardboard boxes, bubble wrap, and packing paper to ship your items safely. 5. Printer issues. We all know printers are just angry computers that hate the world and hate to be fixed. You'll have to be able to handle any issues your printer runs into. All right. I know that sounds like a lot of cons, but I want you to know them up front before you invest hundreds of dollars into sublimation for your business. Some of you may already have some of the equipment, like a t-shirt heat press or even a Cricut Easy Press. By already having those items, you can save on some of the startup fees. So, now you've decided to make the leap and order the supplies. What artwork do you add to your items? What the heck are you supposed to create? Well, what do your customers love? If you already have a business and you're adding sublimation in your step to growing, you should have a good idea of what items your customers already love and would be interested in ordering. Here's how this went for me. I started by offering custom mugs and tumblers, and it went okay. But I decided to refocus and create items that weren't custom. I dived into the thoughts and minds of my amazing pet-loving customers and created cute and funny sayings they would love. I then started to make designs and drawings specifically for things I could sublimate. Then, once I'd created these items, I took them to our local weekly market, selling them in person. I've also started posting them on social media and selling them to my online customers as well. If you don't already have a good idea of what you would sublimate onto your mugs, tumblers, keychains, and so on, take some time before you decide to invest and work on creating designs you think your customers would love. If you're in the online space and have a following, make sure to share those designs and get feedback. Ask if they like it, if they would buy it if you started creating those products. Make sure to get the opinions of your customers before making this big of an investment. Maybe your customers are in the planning and journal community. Would those people want keychains, mugs, or tumblers? Maybe not, if they're used to only buying sticker sheets or downloadable items from you. But you never know unless you ask them. Don't be afraid to get ideas and confirmation from your customers before investing in new products. I say all this because this is a big investment, and I want you to really consider it before diving in. Also, I highly recommend checking out Jennifer Maker here on YouTube for doing more sublimation research, if I've piqued your interest. Remember that when you're growing your business, you should have an ideal customer in mind. I've mentioned it in other videos, but make sure you know the kind of person you're selling to. If you're just starting your business, do some research on an ICA, or Ideal Customer Avatar. This is a really important business step. That's all I have for you today. Tell me in the comments what you'd create if you dove into sublimation. Make sure to like this video, it really helps out my channel, and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on more small business advice from a small business owner. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye!